Hello, my name is Heather Jonah. I am really excited to recognize a co-op that doesn't just talk about cooperative values, but lives them. They understand that excellence isn't measured only in financial success, but in the strength of relationships with shoppers, staff, and with the land and farmers that feed their community. This year's Cooperative Excellence recipient, Portland Food Co-op in Maine, is exactly that kind of cooperative. The Consumer Cooperative Management Association awards the Cooperative Excellence Award, also known as Retailer of the Year Award, to recognize overall excellence in cooperative retail operations, grounded in cooperative principles, and designed to serve both members and the broader community. The Portland Food Co-op is so deserving of this award. I'll admit, I'm a little biased. I've had the privilege of serving as their Cooperative Board Leadership Development Consultant since 2019. And in that time, I've had an insider view to something really special. Watching this co-op grow through ups and downs, navigate challenges, and continually recommit to their values has been a source of inspiration for me. My home co-op, PFC Natural Grocery and Deli in Kalamazoo, Michigan, like many co-ops all over the country, started as a buying club in the 1970s, before I was even born. Portland Food Co-op started out as a buying club too, but much, much more recently. What this community has built in less than 2 decades, mine and many others, took over 50 years to build. Back in 2006, when Portland's only locally owned natural food store was bought out by a national chain, a group of neighbors got together to think about how to keep their community connected to local growers and producers. In 2008, they made it official, incorporating as the Portland Food Co-op. By 2012, that vision had grown into a buying club. That's when John Crane, the current general manager of PFC, joined the organizing effort, helping to build the culture of shared work and shared responsibility that still defines PFC today. I love that John was one of the early organizers. His strong commitment has never wavered and has continued to contribute greatly to the co-op's success. It would be a few more years before they opened their store. Years of organizing, fundraising, and imagining. When they eventually set out to build a real grocery store, they connected with their community, raising $1.6 million in owner loans, which, I should mention, have since been fully paid off. John stepped into the general manager role soon after the store opened in 2015, and from the very beginning, he made space for questions, welcomed new voices, and modeled what collaborative leadership can look like. That first full year, the co-op did just over $3 million in sales, almost half of it from food grown and produced in Maine. Today, sales are almost $10 million a year. Membership has grown from under 5,000 to more than 8,000 member owners. And every bit of that growth has happened inside one of the smallest retail footprints you will find in this movement, just 3,600 square feet. Now, this is a co-op that truly lives into cooperative principle number 7, concern for community. They have a robust register roundup program that lets shoppers round up their total to support a different local nonprofit every month, chosen by their member owners. When the program started in 2018, they raised just over $15,000. In 2025, it raised over $70,000 for organizations doing everything from immigrant welcome work to legal services for elders to public school support, right there in their own community. On top of that, they gave over $30,000 in direct sponsorships, food, gift cards, and cash to local organizations serving people in need last year. This is a co-op with a board and general manager who have built something all of our co-ops strive for, a genuine culture of trust. They are guided by a shared purpose and a commitment to being in right relationship with each other. At the heart of that culture is General Manager John Crane. John leads with listening. He has a gift for making people feel genuinely heard, whether that's a staff member on the floor or the board wrestling with a hard decision. Under his leadership, the staff and board are truly partners in something meaningful. It's the result of a person who shows up every day with both his wisdom and his whole heart. And John doesn't keep that energy to himself or his own co-op. His grounded leadership extends well beyond the walls of the Portland Food Co-op. He invests a great deal of time organizing statewide and regional cooperative collaboration. He serves on the steering committee of the Cooperative Maine Business Alliance and is the president of the neighboring Food Co-op Association, and also serves on the National Risk Management Committee for the National Cooperative Grocers. He believes and demonstrates that cooperatives are stronger together. Portland Food Co-op is a great place to work with good pay, benefits, and a positive and supportive work environment. In the words of one employee, "I feel safe to be my authentic self while working at the co-op." Another said, "I'm extremely proud to work here. This place has been there for me more than any other job I've ever had." That is not an accident. That's another example of their culture, built on purpose, that includes intentional and a thoughtful 90-day onboarding program designed specifically to remove fear and give new employees a real voice from day one. And then there's the board. In my years of working with co-ops across the country, this board truly rises to the top. They are the real deal. These enthusiastic cooperators ask hard questions, hold themselves accountable, and stay focused on their job to serve their member owners and their community. They are intentional in how they govern, thoughtful in how they engage with each other, committed to ongoing learning, and thoughtful about how they engage with member owners and John. Genuinely hardworking, creative, and forward-thinking, they don't just fill seats, they show up in all the ways. Together, they've built real, lasting relationships with local farmers and producers, as well as their member owners. Their business is financially sound, they are generous with their community, and genuinely good to the people who work there. They are not just a grocery store, they are a hub, a gathering place, a living expression of what it means to be member-owned. From the living room conversations in 2006, to incorporation in 2008, to a buying club in 2012, to opening at their current location in 2015, to a member-owned cornerstone of their community in 2026. 20 years, 8,000 member owners, one incredible team. I'm so excited to celebrate and honor the Portland Food Co-op for their leadership, community commitment, and embodiment of their ends and cooperative principles in every aspect of their work. Congratulations on the well-deserved Cooperative Excellence Award.